one of my sisters, because she's married with her two daughters, she was just like, well, when do you plan on like getting married, especially having two kids soon? I'm like, it'll be when it'll be. It's just like, oh, I told her, I was like, I don't know. I just get like super agitated. I get sick of people so quickly and agitated. Once I'm mad at you, I'm like mad at you, because it's like you had to do something really bad for me to be that mad at you. You annoyed me, you aggravated me, you tried to not give me a choice, and you took my choice from me and said I have to do this. And it's like, oh, hell no. No. I have a choice, etc., etc. So men make me mad. Men are just a whole different species. They say women mature a lot quicker than men. I'm like, I can see that, like, absolutely, and infinity beyond. I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. My goodness. So I was just like, I don't know. Like I said, eventually, but it's like I get agitated. It's like I'm the kind of person, you're not supposed to fluctuate your love. They even say, my pastors that I love so much say that too. You know, you can't love somebody just for a moment, or you can't just, and then you can't love somebody from what they could give to you either. I'm like, I obviously know that. I'm like, I don't love you because of what you could give to me. If you could buy me, if you had millions of dollars and could buy me whatever, I don't love you because of that. I love you because I love you as a person and who you are most of the time. Some areas I wish you would change and fix a little bit, because I get super mad at, and etc., etc. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm a really agitated kind of person sometimes in relationships, because I'm like, it drives me nuts. Well, so yeah, it's funny. But I feel like definitely maybe after having a Ruthie, especially if I'm having a girl, it's just super exciting, which I've always wanted, a son and a daughter, and then done in life. And so exciting. That's all I've ever wanted. A boy and a girl. Oh, because I love, obviously, if you could see, these are dolls in there. Monster High dolls. Super expensive. One of them was like 100 even. It was a Christmas present long ago, and it's like, whew, they're expensive. Now they're even worse, because they don't make them anymore. So now if you buy them, now they'll be like 200 and up. But yeah, that's insane for a doll. But I'm done, obviously, anyways, for right now, because yeah. But all I ever wanted, yeah, was a son or daughter. I love my son so much. I love my little fussy bud, and he's wonderful. He's such a good boy, and I ride dirt bikes with daddy. He's such a good boy. And now I'm having my girl and dress her up in dresses and have her hair in bows and her little pigtails. So super exciting. I am pumped up about it, obviously. So yeah, that's March 2022, by the way. But yeah, so I'm like around 4-ish months pregnant-ish. The beginning of 4 months, I'm pretty sure, because I'm at weeks, where am I at, 18, the beginning of 18 probably. But yeah, but anyways, so yeah, the whole marriage part, I'm like, eventually, I'm just like, for other people and other couples, I feel like it's probably a lot easier. They just jump into it because they're like best friends, I love you so much, etc., etc. But like I said, I just get, there's certain things that need to happen for me in order for me to feel that way. Probably definitely for him too. I'm like, I keep forgetting that stupid fuzz nut. I can't get it out. We love each other. Oh, well, obviously that'd be terrible, especially having 2 kids soon. But it's like, it's complicated. It's like we love each other, but we do get on each other's nerves, even though that's every relationship, no matter what, anyways. But I feel like we could work definitely more on the trusting thing. He's a very, what'd that be called? A very private person. And I'm not at all. I'm a blank. I would talk to anybody, anywhere, wherever we're at. I'm very social. He's not. I'm very use my manners kind of girl, because my mother raised me that way, and he's not. So I'm like, they said thank you. You're supposed to be like, have a nice day, babe. So I hate that so much. I'm like, you better not teach our kids not to use their manners or eat their veggies, because even if I died, I will come back as a ghost, and I will throw you in the middle of a volcano with the volcano gods to kill you. Because I'd be like, I'm going to kill you. But, but I'm like, I don't know. It's complicated. It's funny. I'm like, I love you, but we need some steps to get there to feel much better, to love you fully forever, even though I know I'm probably going to anyways. Well, obviously, because we have 2 kids. But we just both have to work at getting better at certain things. Me, I know. Everybody has flaws, definitely. I'm like, I have flaws, definitely. Sometimes I see them. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Hopefully I can fix something. I'm like, I don't know. But his, because I'm on this side looking at him. I'm like, I can see some flaws. Like I said, I hate how, I understand he's a private person, so that's okay. But I'd feel a lot better, like, if he was more comfortable with his phone around me. I feel like he doesn't have to be so secretive and quiet about who he's texting, because that's how he is. And it's like, to me, it's really annoying, because that's how cheating habits start, you know, and that was part of our past. And it's just like, I wish you weren't so secretive. If we could be blunt and talkative about it, we could be best friends. And it's like, that'd be better if we could communicate more. Like, if you could tell me I had a shitty day today, I'd be so proud. I'd be like, finally, at least you said it. Today was a shitty day. I'd be like, wow, see, I'm glad you told me, you know? You know, go in the garage, enjoy a beer, and I'll watch the kids, you know? Go relax, you know? I'll be like, see, I'm glad you expressed. I'm trying to learn to express myself. So that's what we need to do. And that's being commutative. Once we get more trusting for me to hit towards him, if it's like, if I could trust you with your phone, number one. Number two, if I could feel like, if we could if we could start communicating a lot more, that'd be a higher step. Like, I feel like boom, 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 we'd get to that mountain a lot quicker to getting to the marriage goal real quick. Okay, he's pulling out a cord. And then I feel like, yeah, because I feel like, yeah, we'll be together, but obviously, Ronnie, leave the cord alone, baby. Like I said. But man, they get on your nerves, right? It's like, oh, yeah, they absolutely do. And you know, like I said, he doesn't use his manners. So I wish he used his manners with my mother. It's like, babe, and then especially after losing my brother, it's like, can you just always be nice? Just put a smile on your face and just be nice. And use your manners for like 5 minutes. But yeah. So I'm like, eventually. We will. Probably. But we have things to work on first, for sure. I'm like, because I love him sometimes. It's like, I love you, but then I don't like you sometimes. Sometimes I hate you. Like, I can hate you for an hour. It's like, no, right now I hate you. So get away from me. It just is what it is for me. It fluctuates. It's like, I love you. And then sometimes I totally despise the crap out of you. And want to throw you in a volcano. Because men can be so aggravating. It's like, you're really aggravating the shit ton out of me right now. It's like, men forget to focus on their kids a little bit more. Because when they're like wanting to buy parts and stuff, it's like, dude, we need to be spending thousands of dollars on diapers and things for our kids. We do not need to be spending maintenance shit on things that are not necessary. If the engine breaks, obviously we would have to buy a new engine and fix the vehicle that we have. Because he has 2 vehicles. My mom has 2 vehicles. So I'm like, that I understand. So it's like, men, you love them, but then you don't want them. It's like, I love you, but then I don't like you. But then it's like, we'll probably get married eventually. But it's like, do I hate you sometimes? Sometimes, yeah. But even though hate's a strong word, so very dislike. So not hate, but dislike very much for a while sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, it's a good thing we're not saying any words right now, because I'd be so mad. I'd be like, I would say very grumpy, pissy things. I'm not the kind of person to lose to in a fight, because I'm like, no, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to lay it all on the table. Point by point. Just like in English class, of why I'm mad. And then I'll explain it to you. And then you can explain to me why you're mad, etc. And then that's how it works. Okay, but I'm like, yeah. I'm like, eventually. We'll get there eventually. But I'm like, we have to get married, because I'm not going to hell. Because I'm like, obviously, I'm Christian. So I'm like, we have to, obviously. I would have preferred to get married at the very beginning of my life. Married my best friend, had kids, live in our own house, out of this state. Because California's terrible now. I loved California too, but it just shot worse. It's just getting worse and worse. And it's just way too liberal for me. I'm like, oh no, this is too much. We had to wear a mask for 2 years. Like, it was like prison. Even when you still go to the doctor's office and healthcare offices, it's still prison. When I give birth, it's still probably going to be prison. They didn't let me, when I gave birth to him during the virus, fully right there. That was 2020 with Junior. January 2020, right, Bubba, huh? Yeah, because it's 2021 and I'm having a sister. So they'll be a year and a half apart, are my kids. But 2020, right? Yeah, he is. Sorry. So I had to think about that. Wait, I'm lost. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, my brain had to think about it. I'm like, oh my God, what is my brain doing? No, so yeah, no, sorry. I gave birth to him 2021. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, because I don't know why, but like 2003, 2005, 2015, that was easy for me to say those years. Why is the 20s so hard? Like 2020, 2021, 20. Maybe it's because I'm a mom and I'm tired every day now. I'm so exhausted all the time. My brain feels like it's killing itself, especially being pregnant and having a toddler 1 year old. My brain's like dead most of the time. I'm like, I can't think of anything. If someone is like, what's 2 + 2? I'd be like, I don't know, 8. I don't even know right now. But I'm like, I cannot remember the years. It's like, when did I give birth to my son? I'm like, I hate these numbers. I'll be glad. I don't know. I hate these. I hate them in the 20s. I don't know why. 2020s. I'm like, I hate these numbers. Don't ask. I can't remember them for some reason. It's so funny.